What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You already know what time it is. You either get right or you get left. This is your boy, the historian. We're going to go ahead and unfortunately, let me go ahead and get this background for you, ladies and gentlemen. This is just, once again, we got to go to the prayer altar tonight. We got the benediction. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started for you guys. This is the benediction, ladies and gentlemen. Well, see, everything's not working tonight. See, I got to get this thing right. So, so give me a second. Let me get this benediction ready. Let's go ahead and get this started. The benediction. Well, it's what it is at this point. The Falcons have pretty much haven't won a preseason game. We haven't really done too much with the starters. The 3s and 4s played tonight. So it's what it is at this point. No need to sit there and get mad about it. No need to sit there and trip about it. It's what it is. We're going to have depth later this. We're going to have depth later this year. That's what you guys got to understand. Depth is something that is more important. Yeah, we wanted to win, but I'm about the depth at this point. What's going on, Thomas? I'm getting ready to drop the link in a moment so you guys can come in and talk about what you like, you didn't like, what we need to work on. Because I saw a lot of good things. A lot of good things. Everybody's not going to look at it like that, but I saw a ton of good things right now. You know, the real journey starts now. The real journey starts now. Once we get the cuts, the evaluations down, and everything else, the real cuts start now. The 3s and the 4s were solid tonight. They made Jacksonville's first string offense work. So that's not a good sign for their team. Not at this point. Yeah, they might have won this game today, but that's not a good sign. When you struggle with the 3s and the 4s, imagine what the first stringers would have done. It's what it is. Jacksonville, enjoy your win. It's what it is. We're not going to sit here and cry about it because it was just there. It was there. You guys started your starters. We played all our backups. No excuses. The guys showed up on the field. They didn't get the job done. It is what it is. Penalties killed us and just poor execution. I went ahead and posted the link on YouTube. So if you guys want to come in, you guys can, because we definitely want you to be in here with us tonight. Well, with me tonight, waiting for the other guys to come on in. But this is just something that it's a learning experience. We already see that a lot of these guys at this point, how can I put it? A lot of these guys are fighting for jobs. The thing is, the depth that we saw tonight is some of the best depth in the league. When you have second and third stringers that are battling with the first string, and they're actually struggling to score, should tell you something. Fundamentals are coming back. But again, I think we need to get a little bit more fundamentally sound with our depth players, though, because there were a lot of missed tackles in this game. The good thing is they're very aggressive. They're not afraid to come up and hit. But we've got to be able to wrap up and bring guys down, because there were a lot of cases where Tank Bigsby could have been pulled down in the backfield. But can't cry about spilled milk. Not at this point. The thing that I saw that was positive tonight, you look at the offense that came out attacking, passing the ball. Now, this is just with our backups. And you see that Casey Washington ended up doing his thing tonight. Casey could possibly end up being pretty much in the rotation with the receivers after he showed that he could take a hit, hold on to the football, run great routes. And when they started doubling him, you saw it was hard for him to get there. But at this point, what have we learned about this team? No matter what the score is, they keep fighting. No matter what what string they are, all these guys have not checked out. Very different with the body language. Guys were still flying around to the football, even though the scoreboard was not in our favor. That is very rare. Very rare. What's going on? And I'll say this. My guy Odu Hilaire didn't get many touches tonight, except for the punt return, or except for the kick return. But I think that he still has a chance to make, even if it's the practice squad for right now, just to develop and become a better player. We have good receivers that could go along with Drake, Pitts, and Darnell Mooney. Right now, Rondell Moore is out. So you have to figure out who's going to be that guy that's going to step up and be the next one to pretty much fill his shoes for the season at this point. There's a lot of great things to like about this receiving core. It's a lot. Defensively, they held out JT Bertrand a lot tonight. I'm not a fan of that. Bertrand should have been one of the ones in there. I think that the more he plays, the better he gets because the speed of the game he's adapting to. Because he's going to have times during the season where he's going to be on the field. And he has to be able to understand the speed of the game, and he's got to be able to react. This is something that I think that is going to help us, but we still have to give some of the guys some reps. But I understand why Raheem's doing it. Depth is a huge thing for us right now because we struggled with depth last year. Now, I made a comment in the halftime show a little earlier. Raheem and Terry are trying to win now. You look at all the moves that they've made in the offseason. You look at how they drafted. You look at pretty much how they're setting up the Falcons. They're trying to win right now. They're trying to win now. That is how we are set up at this point. So the one thing that we can do is continue to keep thriving. Keep thriving. Because there are so many things that we did do right when you look at some of the third and the fourth string players. Offensively, they were able to move the ball on Jacksonville's first string defense. Go back and pay attention to that. Casey was coming across the middle. Chris Blair was able to get a couple of catches tonight. And you just look at what we were able to accomplish in moving the ball and finding a rhythm. Now, it wasn't perfect, but for a bunch of guys that are on the bench that's not going to get much playing time, what can you do? All I can say is, what can you do at this point? The best thing that you can do is really just enjoy the process. As I said before, it's like cooking collard greens. You slow smoking them. You got, like I said, you're creating your stock right now. All those pieces that they brought in, that's their stock. The seasonings, you got your turkey necks, turkey wings. That's for people who don't eat pork. But if you eat pork, you got your neck bones, or you got your ham hocks. You never know. It's all kinds of ways that you do it. But right now they marinate. It's marinating right now. And with the way that things are going, all you can do is just continue to keep positive vibes coming out. That's all you can do. And the energy is there. You see the energy is very different. I'm not pissed off about this. I don't like losing. No, don't want to lose. Want to win every game we play. But if I got to sacrifice anything, I'll sacrifice the preseason to have a great season because a lot of those guys are chomping at the bit to get on the field. Just like my guys chomping on the bit to get in here. Great bid. What's going on?
Yo, what's going on, my guy? What's going on?
Man, just sitting back trying to keep people at ease, man. It's the preseason right now. All we can do is just chill. I mean, and it's third and fourth stringers, bro. You gotta give it up to them. They was able to, even though Jacksonville's first string should have been able to hang at least 40 on this tonight.
They almost did.
That wasn't their first string. Their first string, when Trevor Lawrence and those boys were in, they only put up 14 points on third and fourth stringers, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not putting too much stock into the game. I just wanted to see how these boys compete. I actually wanted to see how the quarterback play was gonna look like. And that was we better not pray. We better pray to God. We have no injury at the quarterback position because if the Giants want, if Tampa Bay want Heineken, please take him.
So here's the thing:
Please.
who you gonna replace? Who you gonna replace him with? Because Paddock is still learning the game. Paddock isn't. Paddock is a true rookie. Now here's the thing: I'll give Paddock that he's made he's made certain plays to where he had flashes. But I feel like this is a backup. He's got to play a hell of a lot more football.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm not. It was just hard to watch because I already knew when I seen the first thing again there. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna look kind of bad. But like I said, I just wanted to see the player compete, man. I actually wanted to see what, like I said, the quarterbacks look like. I wanted to see what the running back situation is, who I go on third string in between Washington and McClellan. I also wanted to see on the back end with our defense, freaking Brook. I think he don't snagged him a spot. I think King don't did him just enough just to make this team. Either that or be on the practice squad. But I also was looking at for our defensive line. Who else on that third and fourth string do you think will be comparable to what we have rotation wise with Grady,
Hmm.
with Onyemata?
At
Because
this point, I can't even say because I mean it's hard to decipher because they were literally getting bullied. Let's
oh
just
yeah,
be real. They were getting bullied. I'm not gonna sit there and act like they weren't because when you look at it, there's not much difference right now with these third and fourth stringers. We already know who the second stringers are going to be. Defensive line is going to be very, very hard to judge at this point because of what we saw tonight.
right. And I mean it's still time for them to grow. Oh, it's not like oh man we missed on them. Nah, man, they played like rookie. I mean, I expect rookie to make rookie mistake. So it's not like, oh man, we don't bash this draft or whatnot. But I just
It's,
wanted to see if any player on that defensive line stood out at least.
I'll say this as much as it pains me to say it because I'm a Bulldog fan. John Fitzpatrick got to go. He dropped at the beginning of the game a
But
wide open pass.
it was overthrown a little bit too. He should have kind of
It
he should
hit
have put
both
a
of it.
little bit should have put a little bit
Nah,
more touch on the pass. But
nope,
yeah,
not giving. I'm not giving him that. Hell no. You're in the open field by yourself. It hits both of your hands. It's one thing if it hit one of his hands, but it hit both of his hands like this, and he dropped it. It literally hit his. It literally went in the palm of his hands. He
who got
touched it
back
with both.
who got back up tight end at Pitt with
Charlie
Pitt?
Warner. Charlie Warner.
Did he even
Charlie
play
Warner
tonight?
didn't even play. No.
Yeah,
Charlie
that
Warner's gonna be the number two. He ain't play tonight.
he damn sure didn't. Yeah, he's in there. But anybody
So
put him up.
again,
If you ain't draft out, you good.
we should have never got rid of Michael Pruitt. I said this long time ago. That
We
was the
should
guy
have
you don't get rid of.
we should have never got rid of the other dude that went to Miami. I think him and Pitt would have been dangerous together.
Man, John Smith wanted some money, and Terry was not gonna pay that money to
And
John.
well, he got it in Miami, and
More
it's
power
tax
to him. More power to him. He ain't a Falcon no more, so I can't
and it's
rock
tax
with him
free.
like that.
But overall,
Yeah. Look, yeah, hold on. It's tax free. Yeah.
that that tax free money hit different. But
It do. It,
it,
it do.
it
Right
hit
now,
different.
all I can say is right now, the only thing I want to see now is what kind of formations are we gonna come out in. The other thing is outside of the formations that we're gonna come out in, going from 11 personnel to 12 personnel, are we gonna be able to run the football with Tyler Algier? Or
That
are they gonna forget about Tyler, limit his carries, and make it the Bijan show?
you
That's
can't
the
you can't.
question.
I don't think you can,
You
man. The man put up 1,000 yards. Oh, what up, big homie? What up, Don? But you can't forget somebody who broke William Andrews' record. I'm sorry.
I
I mean,
mean, I mean, man, I've been preaching this from day one. But here's my thing. I got to see how it's gonna be used because right now the focal point is Bijan. But let's keep this a buck. Tyler Algier almost ran for 1,000 yards last year, and his carries were cut from him because Bijan was forced the ball, and he still almost got 1,000. So
if
again,
My thing is that if they wasn't really going on Tyler, he would have played. Man didn't play the entire preseason.
That's because that's hold on. That's because they already know. Look, he got some trade value right now. I don't want it. I want him to be here. I want truthfully, let's
Nah.
keep this above. I don't want that cat going nowhere. I want him to be here. Now everybody want Bijan to start because he's a number one, but here's my thing. I'm starting the guy that's been the most consistent and the guy that's been producing the most. I understand new shiny toys. Everybody wanted to do well. It's the second year. So guess what? No excuses now. You got a new coordinator that's planning on using you. When you have your opportunities, you got to produce. You're a number one draft pick, and you can't put the ball on the turf this year either. That's gonna be the other thing.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna put the ball. I do think Bijan is gonna have a pretty good season this year. I need him.
I need him to. I don't know. It's not he. It's not that he. No, I need him to have a good season.
I
It's
mean,
no
dog.
such thing as mediocre. Nah.
Nah, man, you got. I think he's gonna be fine, man. I don't. I'm Bijan is not the player I'm concerned about. I'm concerned that my concern, if I have
I,
any, if the offensive line, if Kirk Cousins really fully 100% from that Achilles, and how if his chemistry gonna be with Drake, Pitt, and Mooney, and all the other players we have on offense.
but here's the thing, though. This running game has to be here, and this running
Oh,
game
absolutely.
has to supply a lot of pressure on a defense so Kirk can have a chance to get that ball out of his hand. Because here's the thing: if Kirk is sitting back in the pocket and he has piss poor protection, that is not going to bode well. Yeah, he
No,
can get rid of the ball, but if they can't block and pass blocking, that's going to be a problem because Kirk is about 85, 90% right now. I ain't even going to say 100. Yeah, he ran, but nobody has hit him yet. It's still a mental thing at this point
oh yeah,
because until you get a shot in the back of your leg, until you take a take a take a shot, it's what it is at this point.
yeah, and I think we gonna expect that at fan for him how he gonna feel after that first shot that he's gonna take, and he gonna be like, okay, gradually get better, or he's still gonna be timid. So that's just yet to be determined. So, but that also depends on the type of play calling that we're gonna be witnessing with the new OP. How he move around Bijan, how he move around Kyle Pitt, what other formations he's gonna come with Tyler Algier and maybe Bijan in the backfield at the same time. I mean, it's just with the 11 personnel, man, in the spread offense, like you said, the possibilities are endless. So, like I said, that first series for Atlanta Falcons, we truly gonna see what the offense can be. Damn, they
What's
cut this.
going on, Diva? Yeah,
Damn,
they getting ready to cut. They getting ready to cut him and slice him up right about now.
yeah, you might
But
want to go to the NFL, but
man, you know what this feel like? Normally it's been the three amigos, but remember when the Birdcage first started and me and you first started doing this, and then
yeah,
K Dub came after us. But don't this just feel like the old days when we first started it, and
yeah,
it
it
just
does
feels
feel like
different.
that.
It's
It
like, and
does.
it's like it feel weird going back to the old days when But man, K Dub definitely is missed tonight. He went to the
Oh,
game tonight. We definitely miss him on here.
oh yeah, oh
But
yeah, he living it up right now. He living it up.
yeah, but guess what though? But it's just weird to reminisce and just think how far this thing has come. It's
A
just
long,
it's weird, dog.
long journey, man. Long journey, long journey. But
But
yeah,
getting back to the journey at hand, let's talk
oh
about
yeah,
this journey that the Falcons are gonna have this year. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, y'all are more than welcome to come into the Benediction room with
come on,
us.
come on
We
in, cuz.
already I already dropped the link out there. You guys can come in and chat with us tonight. Hey, and if you don't want to, you can still go in the chat. You can still chop it up in the chat. Put your questions there too. We're more than welcome to answer those. Talk about comments, concerns. But hey, the preseason is finished. We're at this point now where all you can do is just sit back and just laugh.
I
All you can do
mean,
is sit back and laugh because right now No one knows what the Falcons are going to be like. We are pretty much an anomaly. That's the beauty of it.
I gotta give the coaching staff their props. They're holding this so close to the vet. Nobody can get a bead on how the offense gonna look or even how the defense gonna look. They really ain't give out nothing so far these past three preseason games. So I got to give Coach Raheem and the coaching staff much credit on how they keeping it close to the back. When we play Pittsburgh, that's when you're gonna see the Atlanta Falcons. Right now, we're being as just as vanilla as we possibly can to see what can work and who can actually run the play with our twos and threes and fours. So hey, I'm all for it. I mean, I like the fact that we played tonight, no injury, plus love that.
That was the
Yeah,
biggest thing that I mentioned earlier, and I feel like the Falcons won, no injuries. Anytime you can be in a situation where there is nobody getting hurt, we win. And right now, we won because now you start the season with some depth. That is the main thing. You got depth. So at this point, we've got to just accept the wins the way we get them.
yeah, and that's how I look at it. I like what I seen from some of the players that pretty much were trying to make a name for themselves for that 53 roster spot, and I also like how there was no injury tonight. Now the penalty, we can clean that up. Twos and threes, they're just trying to make a name, so I'm not really concerned about that. I mean, if you go by and look at the numbers,
Yep.
the Falcons only had 157 yards of total offense, eight first down. We already know the Jag played their one for like majority of the first quarter. Then we seen like Mac Jones in quarter number two, whatever the case may be, and they racked up 412 yards along with 30 first down. So, I mean, you expect that to be from the Jaguar because they look fluid. Trevor Lawrence looked like he's going to be a monster, especially the way they paid him for that 5 year, $275 million. So he's gonna make sure that hey, you getting your money for it. So I mean, overall, I just think Coach Raheem wanted to see who else can contribute to this team and who else, you know what I'm saying, can make an impact on the offense or the defense, especially on special teams. Special teams. Even though it changed, they can still secure a spot just by special teams. So we still don't know who's gonna be our return guy is. I don't know
Well,
who he's
here's the
gonna be.
thing.
I don't know who he's gonna be.
I can honestly sit back and tell you that they're going to cut Taylor Heineke.
No.
No, she
They gonna
asked, do we think? Yeah,
no.
they're going to cut him,
They
but they're
gonna
going to
try to
probably bring somebody else in for cheap.
they gonna try to trade him first.
Well, here's the thing. You can either trade them or cut them. And my thing is, I don't know if any. We already said Tampa is really one of the only buyers right now. I think New York might have backed out.
I don't know. The way they been looking. Danny
Hey,
Dimes
man.
ain't dropping no dimes lately. So I'm like,
Well, nah, but here's the thing. He's got that job on lock, bro. He ain't
he
losing that job.
he got no choice. 150 million.
But here's the thing. Then you got DeVito. DeVito's another guy right now that's still the backup for New York. So
who
again,
who you trust more, DeVito or Heineke?
DeVito actually won ball games. Just saying.
So did Heineke.
I would trust DeVito more because the New York Giants actually got a better balance. Let's keep that a
Uh,
buck. They
At
got a
least
better balance of an offensive line. The
at
problem is
least
they just can't win when it counts, and they're in a tough division.
at least Heineke has led a team and almost to a postseason. I give him credit for that. And he beat us twice, home and away.
That's not saying much. And you
Yeah, it
talk
is.
about during the Arthur Smith. No, he beat us twice. That's not saying much. And the thing was, Arthur Smith gave up the draws twice to that guy.
We know that. But
When
either
you
way,
when you put yourself, let's be real, when you put yourself inside the 20-yard line and you
Don't
have
remind me.
Cordell Patterson, you
Don't
have
remind
Cordell
me.
Patterson. No, you brought it up
Damn.
and you just piss away the game like that, and you had a guaranteed shot to win. That's why I said this regime is a little different.
Indeed, I
If you
hope so.
and you notice the body language is totally different at this point.
Everybody seems more relaxed, which is kind of odd for a new regime to be relaxed. Everybody is just, hey, be patient. We got this. Don't worry about it. Even the players look like they actually enjoy themselves being in Atlanta. I mean, I watched Justin Timmy and Bake interview. They
Same here.
they ready to put on a pad right now. I mean, look at Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins had his helmet
I
on the
got a question.
sideline.
Did you notice Justin Simmons is a little bit bigger than Jesse Bates?
He tall. He tall as hell, man.
No, but I'm talking about weight wise too. He got some bricks on it.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like,
yeah.
I think I might leave Bankhead Bates at free, and I'm gonna let Justin roam as a strong. Even though the strong, sadly, because the way the game is changing, the strong safety position is starting to be phased out because you can't be a mobile linebacker anymore.
At least not right now when you can barely touch the quarterback. You can't even barely touch a freaking offensive player.
Well, all I know is it's just one of those things where you just sit back and you're like, well,
Did you
the only
think?
thing you can do is just improve.
Do you think Beltran had done enough to be in the rotation?
No,
Practice squad.
yes, because that's where he can mature.
I mean, he got potential. I see the potential. I see why they drafted him. He got
But here's the thing:
he can sure tackle.
potential and effort go but so far.
Right,
You got to put the skill with it, and you got to put in the work to become great.
and you got to be consistent.
Consistency is the word that the Falcons really are going to be tested on this year. Can we be
Oh,
consistent?
on third down.
I wouldn't just say third down.
Yeah,
I'll
we are.
say I'll say in all facets of the game. Can we be consistent?
Can we close
That
out
is the
football game?
word.
Can we consistently close out football game?
How
When
did Pop say on Friday? The word today is consistency.
job.
He said job. I said consistency.
Yeah,
The word today is consistency. If
I
you
mean,
ain't got a, huh? Go
no,
ahead.
go ahead. Go no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you ain't got a win on the table at the first of the month, you ain't got to worry about being consistent. You better worry about these fans catching y'all ass. I
And
had to
they
kind of,
will. And they
yeah,
will.
because Falcon fans, look, we're excited, but the thing is, you got to produce.
We're timid. We're timid. Well, I mean, this what happened when you got PTSD like a fan. But
Man,
I'm excited, man. I'm encouraged. I mean, like I said, I think these players actually competed in camp, which was always a question that everybody wanted to know how they're competing in camp. And you look at freaking PP3 and how he can competing on the defense side of the ball against Drake. I think freaking Kyle Pitts look happy. That nigga a lot. That nigga a lot.
I think the final cuts are coming out either Monday or Tuesday this week.
Tuesday,
Yeah,
27,
Tuesday, the cut day. Yeah, 27. So that's
27
going to
to
be the
cut day.
cut day.
Black
Yeah, that's
Tuesday,
going to be
what they call it. So,
the cut. That's a day. That's a day. If you ain't a first round draft pick or a second round guy, those are days that you dread.
put it to you like this: if you ain't have to drag out tonight, you're not dreading Tuesday. If everybody else that dressed out is dreading Tuesday, especially when you get that call to go talk to Coach Raheem on whether you stay or we bid you good luck. It's gonna be happening around the league though.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm not getting off the topic whatnot, but Bo Nix can start him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bo Nix is. Well, you got to remember this. Bo Nix is a guy that.
Do you trust Zach Wilson?
Well, no.
Because that's who they back up.
I would rather take a chance with Bo Nix before I take a chance with Zach Wilson. But the thing is, we're in a spot now where we got to trust what we have.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what Raheem is begging on. Like, look, we got our core. Let's see what else can we do. No, I think Brooke made it, man. I think Brooke had done just enough to make the team. I mean, man had 14 tackles one game, turned around, had 10 the following game. So, so I think he done just enough to make the team. So yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I think he does too. I think he's been in a spot where he's not only produced, but he's also impressed.
and he can prove it.
Well, think
And
about it. He hit Tank Bigsby one on one in the open field.
yeah, he did.
That was something. And here's the thing: most of us that are college football fans who remember Tank Bigsby from his Auburn days and how he ran hard. Georgia kid, he was home tonight. He's actually from the Atlanta area. Matter
Yep.
of fact, so he was trying to put on tonight for the city. But when you look at it, Brooks is a little undersized at the corner spot, but it don't matter because he plays bigger than what he is. And I got to give it to him. He came up, he stopped Tank Bigsby from scoring. That was
That was
huge.
huge. That was huge. You know what I noticed about secondary from this year? They're willing to tackle.
You see why I'm smiling, right?
I mean, you look at Brooks, you look at King. You already know Jackie Bate ready to knock some heads off. You got another head thumper in Justin.
Clark Phillips
Justin
third.
Clark Phillip the third. Man, when you got DB that will lay you out and then can cover, that's another element that this team did not have in the past couple of years.
That's a bit of a
When I say Gray was one of the most important hires in this regime for these past couple of years, this man was a diamond in the rough because you see the improvement in our secondary, and they only gonna get better. I love it. I freaking love it.
agreed.
Now,
So the
do you?
so the
Now go
so
ahead.
the question is, no, I was going to ask you a question because I wanted you to answer it.
Yeah,
How do you feel? How do you feel that these Falcons are going to probably end up getting to be this season when they finally get tested? Because here's the thing: you got your litmus test with the Kansas City Chiefs coming up.
that's the test right there. That's gonna be
Pitt
all our eyes are gonna be on us when we play the Chiefs.
Pittsburgh's defense is going to be a problem because
Right.
even though their offense might be inconsistent, Pittsburgh has a defense.
And
What do you look?
not no, I'm just
What do
gonna
you
say,
look for improvement for with the Falcons?
well,
What do you look to improve defensively before this year happens?
just the little things, man. Just assignment, making sure we tackle. You know what I'm saying? If you go by and look at the touchdown that King gave, I mean, he made a spectacular play when he stopped, but you know, Trevor Lawrence got him looking backpedaling a little bit because he didn't get that just a half second sooner. I think he could have made a play, and we have my man,
Mr.
everybody
Larry
favorite
Dixon.
up the Dickin way, Big Larry,
we
what it
got
is,
Don-
homie.
we got the Atlanta Donnie Simpson. We got the
What's
Atlanta
going
Donnie
on, fellas?
Simpson in. Hey Wallace, we already addressed that you a day late and a dollar short, my bro.
Yeah, Tuesday. I called it
Yeah,
Black Tuesday.
we already said it was Tuesday. She asked for the Falcons, not everybody. She just wanted the Falcons. We already addressed that, fam.
They could have had cut day tonight, actually.
I already knew
All
this
right,
was
let
going.
me sit back, Larry.
Go ahead, Mr. Larry. Go ahead
We
and
got
cook.
we got a traveling evangelist up in here that's as smooth as Donnie Simpson. Go for it.
Go ahead and
The
cook, Larry.
entire interior defensive line need to be slapped in the face. How much they were getting gutted like a fish. I understand that. I'm not even talking about when the first string was in there. I'm talking about when they third and fourth string was in there. They were
Yeah.
gutting us like a fish, man. Draw play up. They were trying to run the clock out and still gutting us like a fish, man.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was just Larry. I know you're not one that's gonna cuss, but I'll do it for you. That was just a good old fashioned ass whipping we took.
I
There's
don't know.
there's no way around it. Even though that was the third and the fourth string, my thing is if my job is on the line and I'm at this place, you would think that you'd be trying to play a lot harder. Some of these,
Real, bro.
like, listen, some of these boys got child support, some of them got alimony, some of them got house payments. They done bought houses that they can't afford.
Cars they can't afford.
Exactly.
But
So you got all this stuff now, and all you can do is just sit back and laugh at this point.
so Larry, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is there anybody on that interior line you were willing to keep? Just maybe one player.
Guys, the problem is, guys, you heard what Jerry Gray said at halftime. Them were the rotational guys. I saw Ruka Roro out there. I saw Harris out there. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Them guys were out there, man. Jerry Gray said at halftime. Shout out to Sexy Red Georgia Peach. She was telling me what I saw Jerry Gray on, you know what I'm saying, at halftime, but I don't have the volume up, so I ain't hear what he said. She said that we got our rotational guys, the guys that's gonna be backups. It's gonna be, key rotational guys within there. They getting gutted like a fish. That's not a good look. That's not a good look, man. They could not get pressure. They were getting gutted like a fish. One cut and dude was gone. Everybody was stuck on the block. Linebacker was washed up in the mush. I didn't even know we had linebackers out there. I never saw him make a play.
ETN cutting us up though. God dang.
Like it, bro. Look, if you're gonna make a run, the depth is gonna be key. We all feel good about our starting lineup, but when the guys come in on that rotation, especially on defense, they got to be able to hold their own. Yeah, that's cute that you can get in there and get a little pass rush, this, that, la, 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 la. But when teams get down to it, man, the NFL, especially they got the lead, see a man, whoop a man.
Yes, sir.
See a man, whoop a man. And we got whooped.
Yeah.
That's an understatement. We ain't just get whooped.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it was so bad. After that last time we didn't do nothing with it, I went straight to the Braves game. It was
Yep, I was listening to you. I muted the TV and was listening to you. I'm gonna tell you exactly how Larry said it. Hold up. Larry was sitting there. He said, "You know what? This is just so bad. Guess what? I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the Braves game, y'all." Yeah. Larry just went ahead. I've never seen you end a broadcast like that.
Yeah,
I've never seen you do that.
Shout out to the Braves for that win, for that dub too, man. Walk off.
Also, that was the biggest stream we had on Twitch. We had like 200 something guys on there, thanks to my homie Lil Maja, one of the best Tekken players in the world. He rated
Little Maja is a beat.
So Wallace, we already know all those guys are not going to be key backups, but again, you still have to have depth because if you remember what happened to our defensive line last year with all the injuries, you're going to have to find guys that are going to be key for this defense. So at the end of the day, it's going to be some of those guys that are going to have to get picked out of the bunch, and they're just going to have to get right or they're going to get left, period. So again, it's just not good.
One question, guys.
What's up?
Is Beltran good enough to just be sitting, or he should have been playing, right?
I think he should have been playing.
Hey, hold up. Glenn, he came in here with the same thing you said earlier.
Is Troy Anderson good enough that he shouldn't have been playing? I'm asking for a friend.
I think they keeping Troy because he coming back from that pectoral injury.
Yeah, that's one reason why I think they sitting Troy. But Bertrand should have been playing.
I would have played Bertrand. I would have played Bertrand. I should have played I would have played Bertrand tonight.
Like you're a lower round draft. You a lower round draft pick. You should have been playing.
Right.
Exactly.
He should have played. Because I was like, he dressed out. I'm like, did he?
If
I think I seen him on maybe one or two carries, and then they yanked him back out. So I'm like,
Oh, there go. What's up, Peach? I see you, fam. I see you in the chat. Yeah.
Bertrand really didn't make an impact. What we're saying is he was on the bench majority of the game. That's what we're
he was
saying.
on the bench most of the game.
He was on the field at the beginning of the game, but he really didn't make an impact. Wallace,
I ain't see him till he was on the bench.
I love Wallace is my guy. I love Wallace. That's my boy.
What up, Wallace?
I know one thing. Wallace gonna give us a little something every episode. That's what I look forward to. Wallace, please keep it coming, dog. You one of my favorites, bro. I love when you come in here and we go and you keep me on my toes, bro. I love it. Thank you.
Now, look, just like we talked about the other day, man. Ritter Heineke, or Heine Ritter, whatever you want to call it. Ritter Heineke was out there stinking up the joint.
He at least a little bit better than Ritter, though. Now I give him that.
No. 9. How they say it in German? 9. 9.
Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to go to Germany, but I know the translation in every language. No. 9. It's no and 9 everywhere. So I get you on that.
Nah, bro. Look, and this, I so apologize, man. I so apologize. I see it clear as day now. It don't even make no sense, guys, to do what we were doing the last 2 years. It literally made 0 sense. That's why Arthur Smith was fired, period, point blank. We know he was a piss poor caller offense. But the decision to say, I'm smart enough to get Mariota to be a starting quarterback in NFL, and even worse, Desmond Ritter or Taylor Heineke is the reason why he was gone. And that's why Arthur Blank was willing to shell out $180 million, really $100 million to Kirk Cousins and go get a quarterback, because he was never going to deal with that again. We are never going to be one, unless both of them quarterbacks get hurt. We are never going to be one quarterback away from starting Taylor Heineke. That was never going to be a thing. It was not. It wasn't going to be a thing.
Now, here's the thing. Paddock could get a bit of a pass because he's a rookie.
Yeah.
He ain't never played in the NFL. I'll give him that. But I'll take Paddock over Rook. Rook was awful.
Yeah,
Rook was awful.
Yeah, you bad.
Ryan, I will take you and Graybeard over all of them.
Hold up, wait a minute. Don't disrespect me like that. I was a deep. Wait a minute. I am a defensive back. I am not a quarterback. If you put me back on the field, I'm a DB,
you can be my third string quarterback over any of them dudes.
I could tell.
He got me as an emergency quarterback.
Exactly. What up, bro?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I could get the intermediate throws, but that deep pass, that's just not me. I'm gonna have to use my feet to get out of dodge.
You doing better than Taylor Ritter.
Not Taylor Ritter.
Or Desmond Heineke, whichever one you want to call him.
No,
hey,
just the Ritter and
just let me.
The Ritter and
Larry, just all I say is this: if you gonna suit me up for the Saints game, because I definitely put 6 in the end zone on them jokers. Please suit me up for that.
I just want to go through Derek Carr's check. That's all I want to do.
I'm telling you.
That broke down used car. That limit.
Yes, sir.
They paid $80 million. They paid $80 million for it. So.
Oh yeah, the Saints fans is hating that. They hating that.
They don't want to take that.
Now you know what they're doing right now, because we've seen it on Twitter. We've seen it on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Either way, man, everybody know what you're talking about.
But here's the thing: they want Spencer Rattler in there. Rattler look better than Derek Carr right now. That's the scary part.
I peeped some of that,
and everybody laughed. Everybody laughed when I was like, Rattler is gonna be a dark horse in the NFL. Everybody talked about how bad he was, but man, I'm telling you right now,
he look like a breath of fresh air to the fan.
Let's just say this, Larry. If we get Rattler now, that'll be the best time. But when he settle in and he mature, he gonna be hell to deal with.
Yeah, he gonna be a problem.
You can sit there and say that all you want to.
Rattler?
Yeah.
Him and Olave.
No, I'm telling you, if you look at the connection that they got together already, him and Olave, the connection is there.
No, I ain't scared of that.
No, I mean I'm not saying being scared of it, but here's the thing: you still got Kamara in the backfield. You still
maybe 3 years.
Okay, I give you that.
Okay, I was gonna say 2. I was gonna say 2.
I give you that.
But okay, I give you 3.
3 years.
Because I don't think they don't see him playing this year. Even though if Derek Carr go 0-5, they're gonna bench him.
Michael Penix and Rattler gonna go at it for some years, in my opinion.
I'm okay with that because definitely, all I can say is this here, man. There's a lot of people who laughed at him, and a lot of people trashed him. But you got to think about it. When he was in college, he didn't have that great of a team in South Carolina.
True.
He got benched. Remember, he got benched at Oklahoma. He got run off out of Oklahoma.
He did.
Caleb Williams took his job.
Yeah, basically.
And the Texas game is what started it. Yeah, when they played Texas and Caleb Williams won that game by himself.
Yep, and then that was it.
That was over.
I said when I don't know if y'all remember, it was a specific play in that game that Caleb Williams made where his running back was getting ready to go down. He runs up and strips the ball from the running back.
Would that get Kansas?
Oh, I forgot that play.
That was against Kansas. That helped them. That literally saved their season because they were, like I said, he won the Texas game for me. He came back and had a hell of a day that day.
Yeah.
And then in that Kansas game against Jaden Daniels and them boys, all I can say is that right there ended whatever Spencer Rattler had, and that put a chip on his shoulder. And we saw that when he went to South Carolina. But again, he's a guy that's going to be doubted. He's a guy that literally has been humbled by a lot of things that's happened to him. And I think that humbling is going to be dangerous for a lot of people once he settles in, Larry.
Yeah.
He's going to be a guy that's going to play with a chip on his shoulder. So we're going to have our hands full if they ever decide to build around him or if they ever have the money to build around him.
Yeah, they got to build the offensive line first. That's why I said 3 years.
That's why I said the money.
Line trash.
Question. When we talk about let's get back to our team real quick. On the offensive side of the ball, what offensive player tonight stood out to you, in your opinion?
Brown, easy. What can Brown do for you? Run the ball. When they took him out, they were running the ball, took him out, then they stalled out, put him back in, and then the whole defense just started keying in on him. He still had what? Before they really started keying in on him, he had like 50 yards on 8 carries.
Yeah.
Before they really started keying in on him. So, yeah, Brown was definitely the offensive star of the game. Everybody else, I think Blair came in, caught one. It was all right, sit down. You made the team. Anybody else? Fitzgerald dropped one, but then hurdled somebody. What up, K-Dub?
K-Dub, what it is?
K-Dub.
Yeah.
What's up?
Fitzgerald had one good little hurdle, but he also dropped the ball. So, nobody else. I mean, offense was anemic.
What do you think about the third running back spot? You think Brown got that lock, or do you think it's gonna be?
He played better than McLean.
He played better than McLean.
Yeah, he played better than McLean.
And better than Carlos Washington.
Yeah, he played better than Washington too.
Period.
So I mean, I think our running back room is full.
Oh yeah, it's full.
If that's gonna be, if they're gonna say, okay, well, we drafted McLean, so I guess we might keep him. But Brown was running. I mean, he's slight.
Keep Brown.
He was hitting the hole. He was going north and south. He wasn't in the pad.
I'm gonna give you who Brown reminds me of. Brown reminds me of Duke Huntley, who was here, who was running with Tyler Algier before he busted his Achilles. Brown hits the hole like Duke Huntley did. Period.
Yeah.
That is who he hits the hole like. So, K-Dub, you had a bird's eye view, man. Tell us what you saw. You was at the game.
K-Dub, you was at that game?
Right.
Yeah.
How long were you at the game, K-Dub?
Yeah, I stayed until midway through the third. It was hard to watch. I'm being
especially Atlanta traffic.
Oh yeah, that traffic. I know that traffic.
Yeah,
it was hell today.
I mean, but still was a pretty good turnout for a game where we knew no starters would play, and we'll have a lot of the guys that hanger-ons, the third, fourth stringers. I mean, it was hard to watch Heineke and Paddock. It was just, oh man, it was awful. I mean, like I said, I just used it. I had some outstanding tickets to fellowship with other Falcon fans, just and try to enjoy the moment for what it was. It was good to just get out and be in the bins. But I mean, I kind of knew what it was before I even hit I-20 and headed to Atlanta. So I'm still here. I just want to. I seen you guys on when I was driving. I just wanted to jump on and say what's up to everybody and everything like that. What's up, Larry?
What up? What up? What up?
But yeah, it was still a good turnout, man. Fans were still happy, man. Like I said, they kind of know we got a good squad this year. You just gotta. It's just tough to come out of there with another AL, even if it was a preseason. We just ready to have the party line just like how we are on the show. We ready to party. So, but it was still good. I love the seats that I had. Appreciate the person that gave them to me for giving them to me, and it was some A1 like day one seats. So I mean I can't knock that. And it was good just being in the building, man. To get to see the guys, even if they were standing on the sidelines. But like Gray Beard touched on, like I said last night, and I heard Gray Beard say, they just keeping it close to the vest, man. They're not going to show you anything. They're going to keep the league guessing about what we're going to come out there and do, and just get ready for it, man. I think this is going to shock people because the one thing about the NFL is once they catch on to what you're doing, it's kind of hard to do what you're doing. So right now we don't even know what they're doing, and we follow the team every day. So
yeah, definitely.
It's going to be very interesting. Week one against the Steelers and move forward. But from what I've seen, I will be honest. I watched probably maybe 50%, maybe 60% of what I seen when I was watching. Because it took me time to get in. There was a lot of traffic trying to get to the game, so I got there midway through the first quarter. So I missed a lot trying to get to my seats and get parking and everything. So
You didn't miss a lot.
You ain't missed a lot.
Yeah, I mean when I got in, we were already down by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, they had the starters in, bro.
Yeah,
and the sad part about it was this: not just having the starters in. I got to give it to the backups that in the first half they held them to 14 points because I honestly thought it was going to be at least 35 hung on them in the first half. Just being honest, because when they said we were not playing any of these starters and it was going to be third and fourth, I said, okay, I just need to see who going to fight for a job and who really want to still be on this squad or whatnot. So when that happened, K-Dub, I said, okay, they held them. The only way that they scored, penalties hurt us because we had momentum on that first drive. Casey Washington came out snagging passes on the first drive.
Right.
Yeah, and then Chris Blair. So again, it wasn't the fact that we couldn't move the ball. It was the fact that a holding call here, a holding call there literally killed the momentum because honestly, we were really going to score on their first string defense just like that. Easy.
Yeah.
So
I think we would have kept the momentum going. We probably came out with 3 at least.
But so we didn't even get in any situations where we could see Koo trying to take some attempts. I'm like, this is just.
Oh, we had one situation.
No, we had 2 situations in the game, but Raheem went for it.
But we went for it. Yeah, we went for it.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, hold up. Okay. What
we had 2 situations we could have kicked it. I was like, don't they need to evaluate Koo?
And then, that's what I was thinking.
Red Peach said that too. Red Peach was like, hold up, Koo don't need evaluation? Nope.
Hey, wait a minute. What you mean Koo don't need evaluation? Koo need all the evaluation.
I think he do. That's what we were saying.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. I'm like, okay, we about to see Koo run on the field. Like, no, they're going for it. I'm like, what?
It's what it is. Hold up. You know I got to do this for my boy. He that came up in here. It's the FMLA himself. We got Will in the building.
Cage.
Yeah, I got to give you that FMLA music, bro. I got that. Look, that's normally for the injured players, but damn it, I got to hit you with that now. Because you called us with a hospital bed, so we got to make this official, dog.
Oh,
You cannot come in here with the name William Amy no more. It's Mr. FMLA now, bro. I'm sorry.
Come on. I ain't gonna thought.
No. Everybody got nicknames in here. Everybody
Yeah.
got nicknames. He called in here. Look, he showed loyalty that day.
Yeah,
I'm
he did.
forever grateful for that, dog. We forever grateful.
That man called for me
Yeah,
hospital bed with two.
Well, him and Marcus are the only two cats I know to get online in a
Yeah, yeah.
hospital.
Tell them D for CC. We all up on cool ass.
Ah,
We want. I don't give a damn what number he got. I'm sick and tired of Cool missing kicks.
yeah.
Man, missing kicks.
So I ain't
All
worried.
you
What's
do
up,
is
William?
kick.
So Cool missed a kick. He still missing kicks.
no, he
Yeah.
didn't even kick tonight, bro. They
He
ain't
ain't
let him
kicked
on the
tonight.
field.
Oh, okay. But my final thoughts though, who you think who making the final roster and who you think getting cut? Not gonna it could be
Oh.
offense and defense.
Pretty much the entire front seven of that defense might be getting that. Maybe one player or two players gonna be
But
saved. Brooke look like he did enough today. King look like he did enough today. If you're looking at offense, I like Brown. I want Brown to be the number
Yeah,
3 back. I think
I've been
McClellan.
saying Brian.
I think McClellan probably hit the practice squad. But Blair maybe make special teams. Might be a returner.
He gonna get some burn, bro. He gonna get
Right.
some burn during the
Right.
I
season
think Blair
because
make it.
Blair's gonna make it. But the thing is, he's gonna be a rotational piece, and they're gonna have to have certain packages because how he can garner separation between him and defensive backs. That is something that all receivers can't do. You got to have somebody that's going to stretch the field outside of Darnell Mooney because Casey Washington is going to be your receiver that goes across the middle. He's already showed that he's willing to take his life into his hands.
What do you think about Mr. Washington? I'm just gonna ask everybody else that.
I said he was a steal on draft day. I got laughed at that day
Yes, you
because
did.
everybody remembers that draft show. They were like, "Man, you crazy." I said, "No, y'all got to understand. Played for a bad team in Illinois, and you just pretty much saw what he put on the table. It's guys that play for bad teams that can just ball, and he was one of those guys. And now that you give him a veteran quarterback like a Kirk Cousins now, or possibly a Penix, hopefully we don't have to see Penix this year because again, I'm nervous. If any one of them dudes go down after seeing these two quarterbacks, I'm nervous because let's be honest. If these quarterbacks that we had, Heineke and Paddock's a rookie right now, so he's a practice squad guy. He got to develop. But if Heineke is in there, he throwing hospital balls. Any of them receivers will get killed. We might have to take them boys down to Willie Watkins or whatnot at the funeral parlor if Heineke is starting. Real talk. Anybody know about that Willie Watkins funeral parlor? You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, man.
So
That bad.
Well,
again,
man, I'm gonna be tuned, man.
Tough,
I'm
man.
off Monday, so I see y'all on there. If y'all do a live pop up show for the season pop off.
most definitely.
Right.
We got you, bro. Appreciate
All
it.
right,
What's
well,
up?
man.
Appreciate you coming through, Will.
We think about our punter. You think he did good tonight?
Yeah, he's the one had the most activity.
Yeah, he had about
Yeah,
he had about 10 points.
I don't have no problem with the funny duty.
And then,
A lot of times when they don't say your name, it's a good thing. So
Well,
yeah, I
here's
mean,
the
he
thing.
played. They know good
He-
returns.
He playing
Yeah.
for his job. He playing for his job after how mediocre he was last year. Let's
He
keep
might-
that a buck.
Well, he might
He
have just
playing for
taped
his
it.
job right now, and I'm happy that somebody lit a fire up under his ass because you pretty much seeing he's booming punts right now, not
Yeah.
shanking them. He's actually
Boom.
putting them in positions to where he's setting up his coverage team, and that's the good thing about it.
I
That's
thought
the
the new
that's
dude
the
came
best
in
thing
there
I've
too.
seen. Oh, no, is it?
No,
Wait a minute.
no.
No, it's Bradley Pinion that's still in here.
Oh, I thought I saw the new dude, number 16.
No, it's Bradley
No,
Pinion.
16. No, that was Bradley Pinion. 16
Oh,
is
the
Pinion is the punter. 16 was Jake Paddock.
Okay.
Paddock is 16.
Oh, my bad. All right.
No, that's Bradley Pinion, Peach. shout out to Ice Cold Gaming or whatnot coming through or whatnot. You got your video game needs coming through. Check him out. And then if you're in Jacksonville, Florida, now he's a Dolphins fan, but he definitely supports. It's my big brother. He's a barber. Check out Nike Barber 24 down in Jacksonville. In is what we could say,
Do
booking.com.
Ice Cold play some Tekken?
Yeah, he's all in the games, man. You got to subscribe to his channel.
Hey, Ice Cold. Do you know King Ray Jr.?
He probably does. If he, I'll be honest with you, he probably does.
If he played, then he know. Then you know.
Hey, so Peach, Bradley Pinion is still here in Atlanta. They didn't get rid of him. He's still on the squad right now, but he definitely is fighting for his job. He changed his number. He's still he's 13. Changed his number.
That's why he changed his number.
Yeah, he changed his number.
Okay.
Oh, Ice Cold said he doesn't know. He doesn't know him.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
So
okay.
All right. So getting to the next phase of this and whatnot. Starting off again. Now that a lot of our guys are having to get the rust knocked off, which is going to happen in week 1. Do you expect these guys to come out in a passing formation? I want Larry to answer this one. Do you think we're going to start off with 4 straight passes like we did this week? Because that was aggressive as hell that first series.
I think we're going to start off establishing Bijan. Now, it might be some, screens or wheel route or something like that. But I think we're going to start off with Bijan. Maybe a draw at the middle, in shotgun draw at the middle with Bijan first or Algiers. I think we're going to start off the game like that. Also, to your boy Ice Cold, look up King Ray Jr. on YouTube or Twitch. He one of the better Tekken players, probably the best Tekken player in Florida. He lives in Jacksonville, so you might want to check him out if you want to get some serious competition. One of the best in the Southeast. Used to come to my tournaments before. All right, but yeah. So. He was a child prodigy. Oh, you a Call of Duty player? Oh, okay. I don't know if he played Call of Duty. I know he played Destiny. But he's we had our
third and fourth stringers out there. That's what happened.
Yeah.
He asked what happened with the defense. We had our third and fourth stringers out there playing. They didn't play no starters or no second stringers. Fourth stringers.
It was third and fourth only.
Okay. But so he a Jaguar fan, right?
No, he's a Dolphins fan.
No, he's a Dolphin fan.
He's a Dolphin fan, bro.
Okay. You said Florida. I thought he was Jacksonville.
No. He's originally from Atlanta, like me.
Okay.
And we migrated there. He migrated there too. So
I guess. So he like the Dolphins, I guess.
Yeah, I was trying to finish what I was saying, bro.
My bad.
Go ahead.
But no, what I was saying was with pretty much him with that defense or whatnot, outside of him being a Miami fan, he actually does keep up with the Falcons because he does keep up with the show as well. Cool. Again, in that sense, man, that's just one of those things where you just got to look at your depth. Like right now, your Dolphins right now are set up. They pretty much have an identity and they're established. Mm-hmm. And we're at the point right now where we're trying to get everything established here. We haven't established everything yet. Right now, we don't even know what's going to be exposed, period. And that was the first time that we ever seen us running a 3 receiver set and a 4 receiver set early in the game like that. We haven't seen that with this team so far. So identity has to be established. So right now, they're an anomaly right now.
The way they've been keeping it close to the back, I think they want everybody to get what our identity is going to be. Even though we play 11 personnel, even though we might have packing formation, draw play, Bijan, Ico play, freaking out the tank. So they just want to keep people guessing on what we're going to do. So I can dig that. Because we don't want to be predictable. That was with Austin Smith and the vanilla goddamn offense that even I could goddamn predict.
I think a lot of pits, man.
We can just
see some pits.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're gonna see a lot of pits, and you're gonna see pits line up in different ways. You're gonna use them different ways. A lot of motions, a lot of stuff like that. But It's gonna be real interesting because see, we can sit and throw stuff up there in the air all night. We don't know what the hell these folk gonna do because they ain't showed us nothing. So that's the same way the defense is gonna be across the league. You know, you got two new coordinators also. You don't have a lot of tape on Zach Robinson. You can look at what uh you can look at what they did in LA, but this is his offense. This is not Sean McVay's offense. This is his offense. He's put his own tweaks and spin on it. You know what I'm saying? I've taken a lot of variations, a lot of things from Sean McVay, but I'm a guru too. I done put my own little twist and seasonings on this thing. So hey man, I'm ready to see it. And Jared Gray and and our defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake, I think they gonna be brewing up some stuff, man. I just really feel like there's a reason why they go in so hard in the practices and really going over what they're gonna be doing because they're really gonna sneak. They got to sneak up on people because this at first 5 game stretch is tough. But I do want to reiterate what Mr. Historian was saying yesterday is it's going to take them time to get acclimated to the playbook and run those new plays that we got, getting on the same page and getting that chemistry now. So I just hope that we're gonna rely and depend on the run in those first 4 games a lot because to get so we can get that timing down with the passing game. So I think we'll lean heavily with the run the first few games to get our bearings together and then move forward with the passing game as we go later into the season.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, I mean, we're basically in a
No,
wait and see mode right now, guys. To be
Yeah.
honest, I mean, it is what it is now. I will ask you guys to come on top of that is, are we giving this coaching staff a pass for not playing anybody when we were jumping down Arthur Smith's neck about it? I don't think anyone's really mentioned that. Just
That's a
because
good
I think
question.
because we feel so
Okay.
good about
No.
our quarterback situation
No,
now.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm holding Raheem Morris to the same standard. I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not. I'm not backing off.
Okay.
Now, my thing is this: I'm gonna treat him exactly like we treated Arthur Smith. You have to earn it, but at the
All
same
right.
time, yes, I am going to be critical of you. It's a beautiful thing that we got a black man in charge. I love it. I love it. But guess what? That just because you are a black man in charge doesn't mean much to me right now. You're the head coach of this. Guess what? I'm gonna hold you to the same standard and be fair with my criticism and my judgment. I'm not just gonna give you a pass just because you're making history on one side. I can't
Okay.
do that. That's no. Now, other folks might do that, but I'm not gonna do that. Now, and here's the thing: I'm gonna always keep it a buck on the show, regardless of what people say and when people try to defend him too. It's just what it is. I'm not defending it. You've got to earn your way to get that type of defense. Right now, you don't have anything right now. Not yet. I'm not judging you yet because it's the off season, technically. When the
Yeah.
season starts, and even though it's your first season, you're still gonna be held accountable because guess what? You're in you literally have told everybody we're in win now mode. So what
Yeah.
that means is the expectations that you are putting down for yourself, you're going to be held a lot higher than Arthur Smith was because Arthur didn't come in here talking that mess like that right off the hand. I like the confidence. I like the fact that he's coming in saying this is what we're going to do. This is the standard that we're going to set here in Atlanta. I respect it. But at the same time, I'm going to hold you accountable if you don't meet those expectations. And
Right.
Terry Fontenot as well. And I
That's
respect
fair enough.
Terry. I love Terry. But at the same time, if none of these moves work out, now I believe they're going to work. But I'm also going to say the other side of the coin, Larry. If some of these moves don't work out and we are not successful, guess what? He's going to pretty much catch the same hell that Arthur Smith caught. So just know it's going to be fair over here.
The only thing we can be
That's
fair.
fair. That's fair. I got no
So
problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Everything you said is true. You can't sit here and just give somebody a pass just because you like the guy. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be hypocritical. We all want our guys to win, first and foremost. We're rooting for Coach Ross, rooting for Coach Lake, you know what I'm saying? Coach Gray, all the coaches, you know what I'm saying? Terry built this, but we also have to understand, guys, Terry put his career on the line by going out and making all these moves. Every move he made, he put his career on the line because he don't have a contract next year, guys. This is put up, and that's why everybody got to understand when we got Kirk Cousins, I said that's a win now move. That's not, no, see, that's why we got Michael Penix. No, you still got Kirk Cousins because it's a win now mode. And then he proved it again by doubling and tripling down by getting Matthews, Judah and Simmons. You get Judah and Simmons, you all in. I mean, at the beginning of the broadcast, even Channel Fox 5 had them pushing in all the poker chips, all in. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. This is not hey, let's just make it to the playoff type team, guys. I don't think anybody need to be looking at this team like that. I know a lot of people want to temper it because they like Coach Ross, they like Terry Fontenot, but these guys put all their chips in. Coach Ross not gonna get fired on the first like his first season, but Terry Fontenot is on the fire.
But
Terry
let's be real.
Fontenot is on the fire, bro. He gotta win.
Larry, now here's my question I got for you. Now, it took Arthur Smith all of 3 years to get up out of here.
Yeah.
Now, Wallace came in here, and I said this on the halftime show. Terry's not going to get fired first year if they don't do well. No, not Terry. I'm sorry. Raheem. He's not.
No, Raheem won't. No.
But at the same time, let's keep this a buck. Raheem is in charge, but he on a leash. Don't think he's not on a leash right now. Because all these I'm saying 3 to 4 years. If nothing changes within 3 to 4 years,
I'll say 3 years.
I'm saying 4. I give him 4 because he's good with Arthur Blank. But if nothing changes in 4 years, if we're not contending for a Super Bowl or we're in the NFC Championship game within that time, then those talks for all these moves that were made are definitely going to be in question at that point. If it's no production from that, so. Okay. I feel like 4 years is enough time to get us on the right track to get us to a championship because of the moves that they've made.
Do you think
what if the transition between Kirk Cousins and Penix would that extend his years? Because right now Terry Fontenot don't even have a deal. So this year has to go well. Like they gotta make the playoffs and possibly win a game. Like they can't just make the playoffs and then lose badly like the Cowboys did.
No, they can't do that.
Like if say we make the playoffs and then we lose badly like that, then all these moves, Judon leaves because he don't want to stay here. You know what I'm saying? Simmons on a 1-year deal, he leaves. You know, like you got to make this a place that people want to come. You already had a hell of a sell job by Big Grady and Jesse Bates. Like, hey guys, we trying to win, bro. We're trying to win right now. We ain't trying to win. I know we got this kid. We believe in Kirk, and we got the offense with the young pieces, man. All we need is just some help. That's what Grady said, you know what I'm saying, 2 years ago. Different year, same old ish. That's why he was like, no, bro, we got to do something different, man. So now he finally got some help. It's put up a shut-up time, man. To me, man, and I hate to do this, but it's NFC Championship game a bust for me, bro.
Ooh.
Like for real.
Yeah,
but what we did, man, we better not lose no more. Look, we better not lose no more than 11 games, man. We need to be a top 3 seed in the NFC. Period. Point blank. We need to hold 2 playoff games at least.
So basically, you're saying, Larry, we need to be at least 12-5.
11-7 or 12-5.
Yeah, I mean, what I see out the team, I see 12 wins out the team.
Yeah,
I see 12 wins out the team.
Man, you got to move in. You got to come in and come out, John. God, dog.
But yeah, I heard that buzzing. That buzzing was crazy.
That buzz.
Hey, John, you got to come in and come out, buddy. You got that buzz going.
Yeah, I hear it.
Boy, that buzz sound like his phone might be a little drunk tonight.
But like we pushed all in. We got I need AJ Terrell. He just got the bag.
Got the bag.
I need picks today. I need picks now, man. I don't need knockdown, pass defense. I need some cookies. You know what I'm saying? I need the cookies for real. Like, stop playing with me, man. You got the best safety tandem in all of football right now.
Agreed.
You got a dog down there hunting that's gonna be right beside Big Grady. Who you gonna double team? Now Grady can eat. Like, come on, man. Like, stop playing with me,
Yeah.
man. They look, this team is set up to do something special. And everybody underestimating us. Like, on some real stuff, man. The Falcons got everything lined up. If they come out the first 4 or 5 games, if they come out like the first 5 games 3-2, it's over for the league.
Yeah.
Their
What I
schedule
see
get
about 3
easier
or 2.
and
That's what I
easier.
need.
Don't let
3-2.
them mess around. Don't mess around and be 4-1 coming out of there.
That's what I was gonna pay 4-1.
If they come out of there 4-1, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Don't mess
If they
around.
come out
Don't mess
4-1.
around and come out at 5-0.
No, we come out 5-0. Everybody gonna call us a fluke. But yeah, if we come out 5-0, man.
I take
I-
being,
NFC
look, I take being
NFC
called a
championship
fluke.
game.
I'll take that
Like,
all
no,
day.
you know what? No,
Yeah.
I don't want to starting off that hot that early because I don't want them flexing my
Yeah, I
game.
guess.
You know what I'm saying? I already got all games written up all the way up to January the 6th for the Falcons.
Oh, so you got the schedule.
I got my
You got the,
schedule.
yeah.
It's
You
just
don't
not
want
showing. I got my whole schedule done for the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, and the Bulldogs. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So I got my whole schedule
Georgia
done.
Tech play tomorrow.
Yep, they play
Yeah, they're
Florida
gonna
State
get
over in
whooped by
Ireland.
Florida State by 3 touchdowns at least. But yeah,
Ooh.
the if we start off 5-1, I don't know what they're gonna start flexing our games. You know what
But
I'm
here's
saying?
the thing, though.
Which
At
will be a
this
good
point,
thing.
my thing is this: when you talk about the season that's going to be coming up, I don't want us to. How can I put it? I'm with you on that. I don't want everybody knowing what we can do just yet. I
Exactly.
want this team to get some continuity first, because if we start off hot, then you're gonna have folks to prepare. Because at the same time, like I said, you got a first-year coordinator, offensive coordinator. You have a first-year defensive coordinator. Now the good thing is the defensive coordinator can lean on Jerry Gray, who's been a defensive coordinator. So
Yes,
he
sir.
has a manual
Experience,
of
yeah.
20. He has like a living manual for over 20 years of coaching as well as playing. So
Yes.
when you look at this, Zach Robinson is literally jumping in that pilot's chair by himself.
Yeah.
So we got to trust the fact that he and Kurt are going to get this timing down and everything is going to be straight. Well, we got the cricket deacon to show up tonight, late to the party in the congregation. We hadn't started passing the collection plate, John, but go ahead and give us a little soliloquy, brother, so we can go ahead and pass this collection plate around.
Gentlemen, how you doing tonight?
What's going
How you
on,
doing
John? I
there?
ain't seen
Going
you in a
on,
minute,
John?
brother. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Well, man, shoot, I
Oh,
just got.
boo.
What was that?
No, my bad.
No,
She
not
can't-
you. He was talking about Red. Red said go FSU.
Oh, okay. Well, gentlemen, I'm kind of holding on right now, man. I all that visiting and stuff that I did the past week got me infected with that COVID.
Oh,
So,
man.
Oh, goodness.
Oh man, sorry to hear that,
Sorry
Joe.
to hear that, man.
oh man, well, it's a lot better than it used to be. It's not an automatic death sentence. Otherwise, this would be a benediction.
Oh no, don't say that.
Don't
Don't
say
say
Oh
that.
that,
man,
John.
Don't say
I'm
that.
glad you can make
Don't-
Don't
have humor
even
about
play
it,
around
John.
with that.
Yeah, don't even that. I'm not
But
even gonna play with that.
but hey, man, you got to accept life and whatever comes along as it comes along. But
Mm-hmm.
one thing that I on the subject you guys are talking about tonight, my time will start in 9 days. My time, examination time, shopping cart watching time to see exactly what it was that you guys went and bought. Coaching side, GM side, player side, assistant side, all of this. What's the next one, Ryan? You got another one? Because I'm trying to get all the side.
Scouting.
Scouting side. All of this will come to fruition in 9 days. I saw something. There was one thing that I saw tonight that was very encouraging to me. They had a 5 wide receiver set with 1 receiver on the left side and 4 in a diamond on the right. I said, now, if this is an example of a formation that you're going to actually use, I can't wait to see what it is you guys do with it. Now, that very first series, whoever that tight end was that just
John
Fitzpatrick.
muffed,
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick. He
Fitzpatrick.
got to go.
that just muffed that pass. That now Taylor Heineke, I have no faith in him. I wouldn't trade him in for a used Pontiac. I mean, Taylor Heineke couldn't throw up if he had a stomach ache.
Dang.
But the man's one chance to complete a pass, you muffed it up. It was in the worst possible place for a wide receiver, right dead in the hands. Okay. And even though this doesn't count, it would have been, I'm just saying that it would have been good for the people like K Dub went down there to see him. It would have been just good for the people to see them score just 1 touchdown, for them to move offensively. Okay. And Larry, I gotta agree with you. The middle of that defensive line was, oh man, I there's nothing softer than what I saw today. Coming out of a tube, pulling it out of a can, or spreading it with a knife. There was nothing softer than that middle. Because I mean, maybe a cruller, maybe a cruller or an Oreo cookie or something of that nature. I mean, it was ridiculous, man. It was embarrassing. However, I have to give these critiques under the guise and under the knowledge that these are 3rd stringers and 4th stringers going against the 1st string offense, and I guess Doug Peterson, really wanted to, come up and see what he had as far as his offense was concerned, 1st string offense was concerned. And I hope they revel in the fact that they beat our 3rd and 4th string offense enough to lull them to sleep, to where whoever it is that they play week 1 knocks their block off for them being complacent. I am also a proponent that if it was good enough for Tom Brady to play some during the preseason, it's good enough for anybody else to play their 1st string offense during the preseason. At least 1 series or 1 down or 1 something. I still have this bad taste in my mouth from the previous coach, his arrogance. Now, I know that's not true with Raheem Morris. But, it's been so many bad things that have happened down in that dome over the past 3 years. I wanted the good times to start rolling in the preseason. However, that always can't happen. So I'm waiting on week 1 with earnest and eager anticipation, and I'm ready for real football to start. Let the standings roll, tune up your clocks, get everything ready, because it's time for some football, gentlemen. I've been waiting long enough.
Yes,
I agree with you there. Amen.
After the heart attacks the Hawks thing gave everybody this year, we
Good
need
Lord.
something positive right now. Yeah, I said it. All us Hawks fans, we done had a rough year. We need something positive right now. We still got Dogs coming up. We expect a lot out of them. And now we got the Falcons. We expect a lot out of the Falcons at this point right now with all the moves that they've made this offseason. So again, like I said, it's a lot of things that we can build on with this, John, because as I said before, there are a few guys on that defense that's going to be around. They're going to be special teams guys, and they're going to be depth guys. And like I said, Kevin King is a guy that's going to find that rotation. freaking Brooks is going to find that rotation. So again, I'm okay with these guys being here and being in a situation to where they can actually help give us some depth in the secondary, because we've struggled in that department without our depth. Like you said, defensive line, you say it was as soft as hot peanut butter. That's just the best way to describe it. But again, when you really look at it, I think that we have a chance to really bring in some guys, because here's the thing. Cut day is Tuesday.
Right.
Cut day is Tuesday. So remember, Terry's not done yet.
Good.
Terry ain't done yet. So we going to trim this fat right here that we have, and we're going to probably bring in some players that fit what we do, but didn't fit everywhere else. Just like, I mean, that's all it is. You're going to see a lot of guys moving around. And I trust the fact that they're going to bring in some quality depth players. Maybe we might find a diamond out of here, John.
Oh, well, when you have someone that's shopping for the groceries that doesn't have to shop at Big Lots or Snatch and Grab or those other little offline stores.
Oh man,
you know,
They said Snatch and Grab. I like that.
I thought you was about to say Piggly Wiggly. Take it back.
Food Depot.
Well, now
wait for
go to
food.
Cub Food, or go to Cub Foods.
Wait for food.
Before oxtails became a delicacy, that's where you used to find the best ones. Piggly Wiggly, all those, you know, like the Edgewood Market, places like that, where they bring the whole cow in, and you know, the whole cow would come in one door, pieces of meat would come out the other door.
Right, the other door.
Yeah. You know, packaged up, ready for you to take to the house.
Don't talk about oxtails right now, because I hate the price of oxtails. And as a me and my fellow veterans on this panel, we defended this country with our lives, and we feel as if oxtails should be cheap again. Bullets should be more than oxtails, ladies and gentlemen. Bullets are cheaper than oxtails at this time. Bullets are cheaper than oxtails. When the hell did this happen?
It never happened.
When certain people decided, just like chitlins, that certain things are now delicacies, that you know, the stuff that you threw away, that very inventive and creative and colorful people took and made bouquets and banquets out of it. That's when everything started flipping. Because see, man, right now, I don't have the credit score to go get a thing of oxtail.
Damn.
I got something better for you, John. K-Dub might be able to talk about this one because he's a cook. His chef. Beef shanks. That is a true quiet diamond right there. Not that expensive, but if you cook those beef shanks right, it's just as good as some oxtails. Season them up right. Woo! Telling you, nothing like some good beef shanks.
And on my way back from the medical facility, I stopped by a spot down off of Old Dixie. Now, since I can't afford oxtails, these people make some of the best turkey necks. Oh,
I love some turkey necks.
Oh yeah,
John, you making me hungry, man. It's too late to be talking about damn turkey necks, man.
You ain't lying, man. You making me hungry, John. Stop that.
For real.
The Falcons just kind of threw off my dinner tonight. I didn't even get a chance to eat. Like, I was watching the game, my food done got, I got to reheat it in the oven. But you talking about turkey necks right now.
Man, look, that's what I was, when I got where I could be situated there, I chewed on some turkey necks watching the Falcons. I almost swallowed a bone. Because he did what? You know, it's about as bad as getting a doggone razor line down there at Phillips Arena while the Hawks playing. Why in the world do you have a barbershop down at the Hawks Arena? You begging to get somebody killed down there.
Well, John, because we care more about the aesthetics than actually putting a good basketball team out there.
Right.
Centennial
Yeah.
Yards. Yeah, Centennial
Don't
Yards
worry, the
about to
Falcons
take
gonna
over
be
the GOAT.
next. Hey, the Falcons gonna be the Falcons gonna have a barbershop in there next. Killer Mike gonna lunch. Killer Mike
Killer
is gonna
Mike.
open a spot in the building
They
next.
won't
How much
need
you want to
to.
bet?
Tony Wrestler is building Centennial Yards, building
Yeah.
Yeah.
another Atlantic station right in the Gulch.
Right.
So
Yeah,
another
we never
so
gonna get rid of it.
in other words, more money about to be wasted. Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, all they doing is making a better Atlantic station or underground, putting it right next where the Gulch at, taking out where we usually tailgate for the game, taking that away from us.
Right.
So I don't know where they're gonna tailgate now, but they
Man, I
ain't
don't give a
tailgating in the Gulch
darn.
no more.
Listen, I don't give a damn about Atlantic Station like that. And for you to add on, I need you to put a team together the same way you putting these shopping facilities together.
That's
That's what
why
I
I
need.
keep telling Matt loving that because he got a piece of that. So
Oh,
that's his retirement.
Matt
That's
own a
his
little part.
Hey,
retirement
hey,
plan.
Wallace, we're not talking about the Falcon. We're not talking about the Falcon team. We talking about for the fans. Because if you go to Phillips Arena or whatnot, the fans could go get their haircut in the
Yeah,
swag shop.
that's a
That's what
swag
we're
shop.
talking about. We ain't talk. We know the Falcons got a barbershop in the facility, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talking about
We
the
talking
fan.
about these fans trying to
Oh
keep
yeah. Guess
fans in
what,
seat.
guys? I want to tell y'all there was no extra building being built out there. Uh, I don't see any new building when I pass by the facility. They said why training camp couldn't be out there.
You know
So
what? I noticed that too because I had a delivery Thursday, and I ain't seen no freaking building out there either. So I'm like,
no, that building was done a month and a half before training camp. Like I said, I was like, what new
I'm
building are
t-
they building? Why couldn't they do
this
it
is the
because of
part.
construction? Look,
I just
guys,
feel like
I know why. It is what it is. Uh,
you're trying to keep it really, really close to the vest.
yeah,
yeah, man. I'm
it
like,
is. Trying to keep it close
Really,
to
this a
that.
part of keeping everything out. I want everything out. I don't want
fan
nobody knowing
don't
what's
matter.
going on.
Limited
We
press.
don't want nobody
Yep. It almost
leaking
feel
that.
it almost feel like almost like a Nick Saban or Kirby Smart move from college.
Yeah,
Like, look,
Well, he already
I'm
gave
just,
high praise to
I
Kirby
just
when he
prayed on
came on his
backfire.
first day.
Yeah. He
See,
No,
gave
I
half
agree with you
praise.
on that.
I'm trying.
I agree with you on that.
Now,
Yeah.
I have a major problem with keeping things close to the vest. And the reason why, and I refer back to Belichick.
Okay.
Belichick didn't care
oh,
whether you saw whatever it was that they put out there on the field, because see, whatever formation that he would put out on the field during preseason in one or two series that he would run Tom Brady, he said, look, there are 20 things that I can do out of this formation. Scout me all you want. Okay? If
Mm.
you are an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator with any type of assault, them seeing formations or taking pictures of you shouldn't bother you, because they're not supposed to know exactly what you're going to do at any given time because of how diversified your playbook is. Now, I can understand it because, as you pointed out, I guess it was you, I think it was you, Ryan, that you have a first-time offensive coordinator, first-time defensive coordinator here. So it might be a situation where they're not quite confident enough to be able to, task people to do too many things or to show too many things out there. That's fine. That's cool. Now, in light of that subject, my expectations for this team this year, I don't have any. I really don't have any, because I have to give every first year head coach the same first year that I gave Arthur Smith, that I gave Mike Smith, that I gave Dan Quinn. Got to give them the first year. Now, if you
even Jim Moore Jr.
if you demonstrate to me that you can go to the Super Bowl, that you can play, especially these first three games that you have right here, you're going to set a floor for me that I'm not going to accept anything lower than. You're going to set a floor. Once you set that floor, all I expect is up from that floor. But I've got to see what you look like week 1 against Pittsburgh, against your former head coach. And see, now this one should have been circled, highlighted, blue dotted, and sent up in a balloon. You whooped these folk ass. You whooped their ass. You whooped their ass.
Hey, hold
Okay.
on. That's the first time we done heard you drop a word on here, John. Hold up.
Hey,
You
you
feel
know, well,
you feeling saucy tonight, I see.
hey man, it must be the meds. You know,
Must be the
it must
medicine.
be the meds. Must be the meds.
Must be
Hey,
the man.
must be the meds that's turning him on. I had to go back to that
Hey,
old
look.
school prime. But here's the thing, John. Now, the thing about Belichick is you got to remember, Belichick wasn't like that when he was in Cleveland. He
No,
didn't show anything. It was when he had his second stint and he understood what he had in New England. Because before Tom Brady got there, he had Drew Bledsoe. And everybody forgets Bledsoe was that dude for New England.
he
Everybody
was
forget that. Bledsoe was
Mhm.
that dude.
until he went
And
down.
yo, if I'm gonna tell you this here, the Patriots would have won that Super Bowl with or without Tom Brady because Bledsoe was lighting everybody up still. Bledsoe finally had a defense behind him when he had Bill Parcells, when he had Big Tuna. It was the same thing. Bledsoe was lighting everybody up. They just ran into that buzzsaw of Green Bay. That was all that was. But
Desmond Howard.
exactly. Andre Rison, Desmond Howard, Don Beebe. I mean, the list can go on. But getting back to it, when Belichick was in Cleveland, Belichick did not expose anything. The same way Raheem's doing it, he didn't expose anything. He was a nervous wreck. Ask Nick Saban about it. Ask him. Because Saban talked about it. He said, we didn't leak. Where do you think Saban got that from? He didn't leak anything because he got it from Belichick when he was his defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, one of our former guests that we had on the show, Anthony Blaylock, shout out to Coach Blaylock. He played for Belichick, and he also played for Coach. He played for Coach Saban around the end of his tenure at Cleveland before he got shipped to Chicago. And he'll tell you the same thing. He said Belichick was like trying to hit Fort Knox. That's the best way to describe it. Trying to get info from him was literally like trying to hit Fort Knox. You weren't getting anything. Saban learned it, and you see Kirby Smart's doing the same thing. And now Raheem Morris didn't coach for neither one of them cats. But at the same time, Raheem is taking notes. This is his second time around. Remember, Marv Levy was bad when he was in Kansas City because they didn't pick up any good players. He goes to Buffalo and he turns that team around and they go to 4 Super Bowls under him. So sometimes the second time around is always the best time. Because think about it. Andy Reid left Philly. He goes to Kansas City and you see what he's got. Mike Holmgren, he wins a championship and takes Green Bay to 2 Super Bowls and then takes Seattle to a Super Bowl. You know, so again, some guys get it the first time around, some guys get it the second time around. And a lot of the time, you look at the guys who get it the second time around, they're a little bit better. And Don Shula's another name if you want to go down that route too. But
Well,
that being
well, let me say this. Now, the only thing about the second time around, and I always ask this, why are we the guinea pig team for the first time around?
Great question.
Because
well,
we are the ones.
We the Falcons.
Okay, now I know the
we're
Rooney
in the
Rule.
second time around now.
Oh, of course. But I'm talking about Dan Quinn. I'm talking about Arthur Smith.
Man, you go all the way back to Petrino.
Petrino.
Bobby Petrino.
Mike Smith.
See.
Oh Lord.
Now,
Mike
Mike
Bobby
Smith was the first
Petrino-
time head coach for us.
He was.
Yeah. Now, Mike Smith. And the thing about Mike Smith, did he not have former head coaches along with him?
True.
He had a
Had
lot
some.
of. He had a
He had
lot
some.
of. Yeah, he had a lot of former head coaches with him that could kind of temper him. But you brought an Arthur Smith here because he was a hot kid on the block with nothing, nobody, but his own snooty, nose in the air attitude. They
And a
came
Madden
through
resume.
and a and a transparent resume. Now that's one thing that I can say. It was a transparent resume because he was getting all these accolades for being this guru, and every one of us on this panel knows where the accolade came from.
Derrick
One
Henry.
freaking man.
Derrick
Okay,
Yeah.
Henry.
you know,
Whatever. Yeah.
and
I mean,
you know, and it's the same
John.
thing. You know, you say the same thing about the Atlanta Hawks. Same thing about the Atlanta Hawks. You
Ooh.
know, where these kids, the owner's son who moves from general manager to team president to head HNIC in one season with no training, no
Oh,
nothing.
hold up. Did
Ooh.
you just wait a minute? Did you just pull a lean on me when you just said
Yeah, he
H?
did.
Lord, I
Let's
just
go
wanted to
get.
make sure I heard you right, because
Yeah, he did. Let's go get something to eat.
No, well, no, I didn't.
you
I
wait
didn't
a minute,
say. I
you
didn't say
forgot that
what.
part.
I didn't say what Benson said. Now,
Wait a minute,
Yeah,
hold on.
yes, you
Wait a
did.
minute, you ain't say that part. Hold on. How did Morgan Freeman say? You think you bad, don't you?
yeah.
You think you bad.
Now let's go get something to eat.
Let's go get something to eat.
Now, see, now you know what? Those are friends.
You ain't
Now,
lying.
that
You ain't lying.
those are friends. When you can chew a man out like that, and then just bust it down and say, "All right, let's go get something." You think you bad? You think you bad?
I love that movie.
Now those are friends. Those are friends right there. You know, because see, and a lot of times you have to have friends like that that will break it down to you. You know, and when you need it, and if they get on you like that, it's for your own good. They not trying to hurt your feelings.
Is
They not
Jay
trying to
Gray gonna be
doggone.
that for Is Jay Gray gonna be that for Coach Rock?
I think he can. I think he can be.
Depends on how close the relationship is, Larry. Depends on how close and how good the
Because
relationship.
Yeah.
Mr. Gray is very respected on that
I'm gonna
coaching
tell you
staff.
this here. Yep. With Jerry Gray, here's my thing. Jerry Gray is pretty much, when he speaks, everybody shut the hell up. Let him talk. That man did it as a player. That man is doing it as a coach still. So guess what? Sit down, shut up, learn from wisdom. That's pretty much how I'll say this, John. That's pretty much like how you said you was taught in the barbershop coming up. Your daddy told you, you know what? Don't say nothing. Just sit down, be quiet, and just listen. And guess what? You learn a lot more from the older folks when you do that. So at the end of the day, let's see how Jimmy Lake does it. But we've definitely gone over time tonight, fellas. It's at 1 hour and 45 minutes. This was definitely a productive show.
I enjoyed this show,
Um,
man. Good
Most
show. Good
definitely.
show.
Shout out to the Cricket Deacon John Harris that came through tonight.
Get well soon, my guy.
He
John.
gave us a sermon.
The eye test.
Appreciate you, brother.
Make sure you check out the eye test.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
get the people your channel, man.
Well, shoot, for reasons unbeknownst to me. At any rate, my channel is called The Eye Test. We'll be back on this coming Wednesday, where we will be doing the same thing you guys are doing, just getting ready to get ready. Because it is time, ladies and gentlemen. It is way past time.
Yes, sir.
You know, you got a little crackling in the air at night now, just previewing the fall. And it's about time for football. So y'all guys know that we'll be ready. And, thanks, Ryan, for having me on. And thanks for coming through when you come through. Same thing with you, Larry. I'm waiting on you, Gray Beard, and hey,
I
Dub,
got
y'all
you.
to come on through. Y'all always welcome. I'm going to get off, man. I got to take a few meds here because I feel my voice is getting ready to go. But you guys take it easy.
You get well soon, my guy.
All right. Get
All right,
well,
buddy.
man.
Well
Thank you,
soon, John.
John.
All right, man.
Appreciate you.
All right, Big Larry. Go ahead and tell the folks where we can find you at.
Right there, where my name at, man. The Dixon Way. On YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and Rumble. We everywhere. We try to be anyway.
Yeah, I gotta get you on Twitch.
Well, y'all
Yeah,
just like the post office. Man, you just like the post office. You deliver every day pretty much. You ain't got a day off.
Just trying to, stay in our lane and, try to bring a different type of flavor to all our teams, fan bases. Hopefully, we can catch on and grow this thing one sub and one follower at a time, man. Me and the beautiful Shonda. Just trying to put in work. That's all. Just trying to put in work. Hey,
Yes, sir.
there's one thing I know. And I learned playing sports, man. You ain't gonna outwork me, so
Yeah, it is right there.
that's just my motto.
Yeah, it is.
I ain't gonna get
Yeah, it
outworked. If we fail because we fail, it is what it is. But I ain't gonna sit here and, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I
Put that
left it
hard
on.
hat on. Go to
Exactly.
work.
Exactly.
There, I'm right there with you, bro. Because
Yeah.
that's one thing that you can have all the skill. You can have a little bit more. But the one thing you ain't gonna do, you ain't finna outwork.
Outwork me.
And
Exactly.
I'm right there with dog. I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
I was like that in the Army. You ain't gonna never outwork me.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
got to,
No,
man.
sir.
You got to. If you want to take it serious, then you gotta take it serious. You gotta, like I say, just grind it out.
Yeah.
When you look at it and it ain't growing like you want to, it don't matter, man. It's your blessings gonna come when you never know it. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you doing your stuff and being authentically you, it's gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? I have 100% faith in it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hell, everybody got their own niche, and everybody doing excellent content out here, man. But if people just can't get discouraged, just keep doing what you're doing, keep on the grind, man. And hey, we all gonna shine. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna shine. We all gonna be in the sun. We all gonna be up in the atmosphere with the sun, yo. We ain't down here dwelling on the ground.
I love it. Love it.
Hanging in the sky. Hey, hang in the skies with the stars like monkey bars, my dog. You know how we get it. So appreciate you for coming through.
Appreciate
It's a
y'all,
pleasure.
man. Thank you for
We'll
letting me
check
have
you
my-
out tomorrow
Always,
with
man.
that Braves baseball game
Yeah,
tomorrow,
we
man.
on tomorrow.
Good win for the Braves tonight, though. Good
Oh yeah,
win.
great win, man. I'll take it. Fluke win.
I'll take
I
that.
take it. Appreciate you, Larry. K Dub, man. Get safe. Be safe going home tomorrow.
Yeah,
You got to. I'm gonna say we might end up doing some kind of pop-up show. Just stay on the lookout for that, fellas. So try to it might not be this weekend. It'll probably be sometime during the week or whatever. Got to get the kids ready for school. Woo!
They already in.
No, not up in Philly. They not. They start Monday.
Yeah, good.
They are here.
Yeah. If Florida and in Georgia, I know that they're in school already.
Full effect. Full effect.
Woo. Yes, sir. So, hey, K-Dub, appreciate you stopping through, my guy.
Be safe, homie.
Be safe on the road.
All right, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great bid. Appreciate you coming through tonight.
Always,
Definitely.
homie.
It's been a treat.
Yes, sir.
And all you guys, thank y'all for coming through tonight. We definitely appreciate you for coming through and checking us out. We'll probably have a pop-up show sometime this week, but who knows? We'll see how it goes. But again, we don't plan on having too many Benediction shows. So y'all sit back, relax, just enjoy it. We definitely appreciate you coming through to the Benediction. Y'all be easy. This is his story. I'm out.